Hey there, fellow seeker of life's equilibrium. Today, let's embark on a journey into the ancient wisdom of the Stoics and unravel the secret behind their uncanny ability to find balance in the chaos of existence. Number 1. Find the golden mean. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle first proposed the idea of the golden mean, or the middle path between two extremes. This concept of balance and moderation is a core part of Stoic philosophy. Stoics believe that virtue is finding the right balance between emotions and actions. Going to either extreme is considered a vice. For example, courage lies between the extremes of cowardice and recklessness. Generosity lies between miscellaneous and extravagance. The golden mean seeks the moderate middle ground in all aspects of life. Stoics try to make decisions and choose actions that reflect the golden mean. This means responding moderately and avoiding getting carried away by passions and extremes. Stoics aim to make level-headed and just choices by sticking to the middle path. The golden mean helps Stoics find equilibrium in their emotions and deeds. Number 2. Low lows can lead to higher highs. Life has its ups and downs. When we experience low moments, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel can be challenging. However, the Stoics teach us that hardships and adversity can strengthen us in the long run. As human beings, we have an incredible capacity to adapt and grow. When we endure tough challenges, we build emotional resilience. We learn new skills for overcoming obstacles. We gain wisdom and perspective from our failures and mistakes. In essence, life's difficulties provide opportunities for inner growth and self-improvement. The Stoics often use the analogy of metal that is heated, shaped, and sharpened through fire and hammering. Although complicated, the process makes the metal more robust and more valuable. They believed that we can apply this principle to our own lives. Our character is forged in the crucible of adversity. While no one welcomes hard times, the Stoics advise us not to dread or resent our struggles. Instead, maintain an attitude of courage. Remember that you have the strength to withstand life's ups and downs. Trust that you will emerge wiser and more resilient. The low moments can lead to greater personal heights if we embrace them with fortitude and optimism. Every challenge presents a chance to practice wisdom and grow stronger. Number 3. Enjoy this moment. Refrain from dwelling too much on the past or the future. The past cannot be changed, and the future is never certain. Instead, Stoics live in the present moment. They focus on the here and now instead of worrying about what was or is to come. Each moment is an opportunity to experience life fully. Even simple, mundane moments contain opportunities for meaning, growth, and fulfillment. A Stoic finds joy in quiet moments like walking, conversing, or watching the sunset. By focusing on the present, we open ourselves up to the gifts each moment offers. The present is the only time we have direct control over it. We can choose how we think, feel, and act. As we string positive moments together, we build a life worth living. Staying grounded in the here and now prevents us from being pulled too far into regrets, anxiety, and other unproductive mind states. We maintain stability by neither clinging to fleeting pleasures nor escaping inevitable pains. Practice mindfulness to keep your focus on the present. Avoid dwelling on the unchangeable past or unknowable future. Make the most of the moment you have right now. Number 4. Mortality. Nothing focuses the mind quite like the realization that our time on earth is limited. As Seneca wrote, "Life is short, art is long." But this mortality is a gift. It reminds us not to waste our precious time. When we genuinely confront our mortality, our time is fleeting. This leads us to focus on what matters, letting go of resentments, petty grievances, and distractions. We realize we don't want to spend our last days resenting others or caught up in trivialities. Stoics often meditate on mortality. They see each new day as a chance to make the most of the present. With death lurking constantly in the shadows, they know there is no time like the present to live wisely and thoroughly. Their advice? Imagine you've just woken up on your last day. How would you want to spend it? Act accordingly. Aurelius put it well. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Memento mori. Remember, you you must die. With this simple Stoic maxim, we can make the most of the remaining time. Number 5, embrace the contradictions of life. Life is full of opposites and contradictions, ups and downs, good and bad times, pleasure and pain. The ancient Stoics understood that it was better to accept it and find peace instead of resisting it. A Stoic realizes that light exists with darkness, life coexists with death, and health accompanies sickness. When we try to have only one half of any pair, we need help. But when we learn to embrace the contradictions and cycles of life, we can surf them smoothly. The Stoics don't advise seeking out pain or avoiding all pleasure, but they train themselves not to cling to one transitory state. By reflecting on the temporary nature of all conditions, they build resilience. This allows them to welcome whatever arises, knowing too that it shall pass in time. Making peace with paradoxes takes the drama out of life's twists and turns. We reduce our suffering when we stop trying to have only roses without thorns. There are always two sides to any coin. The Stoic finds balance in the contradictions. Number 6, be present. The Stoics believed in focusing attention on the present moment. The past is gone and the future is uncertain, so we only have control over the here and now. When your mind wanders to the past or the future, gently bring it back to the current moment. Please consider your thoughts, emotions, and sensations as they arise. Appreciate the fleeting beauty of ordinary experiences. Don't take today for granted, as it will soon be yesterday. Please make the most of each moment before it slips away. Living in the present brings peace, gratitude, and tranquility. By staying grounded in the now, we fully inhabit the only time and place we can ever really exist, the eternal present. Number 7, no excess. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes practicing moderation in all aspects of life. This means avoiding extremes and finding a healthy balance. Stoics believe that excess often leads to negative consequences. We are eating or drinking too much harms our health. Working too much causes stress and burnout. Indulging in too much leisure time can lead to boredom and lack of fulfillment. Excessive desire for wealth, fame, pleasure, or other externals makes us dependent on things outside our control. To find moderation, the Stoics reflect carefully on their actions. They ask themselves questions like, is this habit or activity benefiting them? Am I overdoing it? How will I feel about this later? They consciously limit their indulgences and avoid going to extremes. The Stoic ideal is to live simply with few needs and desires. By not constantly craving more, Stoics remain content and emotionally stable. They pursue excellence and virtue, not an endless accumulation of possessions and pleasures. Practicing moderation helps Stoics live wisely in alignment with nature. Number 8, kind to others, strict with yourself. The Stoics believed in being kind and compassionate to others, while at the same time being very disciplined and strict with themselves. They understood that everyone suffers and goes through difficulties in life, so we should have empathy for what others are experiencing, even if we don't fully understand it. Passing judgment or being unkind serves no positive purpose. However, the Stoics also believed in self-control and discipline. They felt they were responsible for their reactions and responses to external events. Blaming others or circumstances outside their control was unproductive. So Stoics aim to actively monitor their behaviors, impulses, desires, and emotions. They strove to act virtuously in alignment with their values rather than being reactionary. This required enormous self-discipline and conscious choice of words, actions, and thoughts. The Stoics realized that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we have a choice in how we respond. This gives us great power over our experience of life. Stoicism acknowledges both self-compassion and self-discipline as critical for balance and wisdom. In conclusion, the Stoics mastered the art of balance. Like skilled tightrope walkers, they find equilibrium by embracing challenges with calm minds. Through daily reflections and gratitude, Stoics navigate the highs and lows, creating a harmonious rhythm that transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Life becomes a serene symphony of resilience and wisdom. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe, leave your comment, and share your insights. We look forward to hearing about your transformation journey, and remember, change starts with a single step. Thank you for watching.